don't mind my unfinished sweater. It's almost done. It's almost done. It has come to my attention that there are people out there in the world who straight up have no hobbies. Like, at all. Fascinatingly enough, the best place to find people without hobbies is on the Hobbies subreddit. Apparently, if you have no hobbies and are bored, you can just ask the internet what you should be doing, as if that's how any of this works. I have found 4 examples of people asking for hobbies. Let's go through them and then I'll give you my thoughts about it afterwards. Hobbies in a big city. I work from home and often find myself with nothing to do on the weekends other than work out and do chores around the house. What are some hobbies or things to do in a big city? Like, I'm so confused about this post. A big city is exactly the place where there's like lots of stuff to do, all condensed into one space. There is an overabundance of things to do in a big city. How is it that you are bored? Usually it's people from small towns complaining that they have nothing to do because there is nothing to do. This one just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so the next one starts quite innocuous, as this person has tried some hobbies, but at the end it just completely goes off the rails. It's, what hobbies should I try? I've already tried reading, writing, walking, painting, cooking, baking, boxing, swimming, football, weightlifting, exercising, karate, gymnastics, dance, blah, 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 blah. There's like a whole list of things that they've tried. And then at the end it says, most were at home or in clubs when my family could afford it. I want a thing that people associate me with and something to keep me busy because everyone just says I'm depressed all the time. Okay, that escalated quickly. I feel like a lot of these posts are from young people who are lost, and it's understandable. We as a society have given them literally 0 skills to deal with boredom, and we've given them 100% of screen time. So no wonder people are feeling lost. The thing I'm tripping up over in this one is I want a thing that people associate me with. People on the internet cannot give you that because we literally do not know you. The next one makes me a little bit sad, actually. It's, I genuinely don't know what I'm actually into. Turned 40 a few weeks back, and somewhere between the birthday cake and the Monday morning emails, it hit me. I have no idea what I actually like doing. Just weird to realize at this age. My whole 30s were basically just other people's needs. The kids, job, the house that always has something broken, never really bored, just always occupied. Now my youngest is getting more independent, work feels manageable for once, and I suddenly have actual free time and I just sit there staring, like my brain forgot how to want things for myself. Tried a few things already, bought a guitar that's been in the corner for 3 months, watched like 4 hours of beginner woodworking videos, and never bought a single tool. Anyone else hit this wall around this age? What hobby actually stuck for you, and did it take a while before it felt like yours? So I 100% understand being too busy when you're raising small children. I totally get it. I've been there. But was there like nothing in between the time that you were super busy that you always wanted to do but never had the time for? Was there like nothing in the back of your mind like, oh, I would really, really like to try that? Okay, last one. I swear this one has to be the worst one. Honestly, I need unusual hobby recommendations. It's already giving me the ick. Like, I mean, very uncommon, strange hobbies. A day ago, someone told me about this girl who studies the genetics of flies and breeds them too, something like that. I don't want to touch bugs. I get the usual art, walking, puzzles, and I already run, but I need something extra and can make my life interesting. I feel like all of these people are getting it backwards. You don't need a hobby to suck up your time. You do a hobby even though it sucks up all your time because you want to. You make time for your hobby. You don't have a hobby to make you seem interesting to other people. You do a hobby because that thing is interesting to you, like regardless of what other people think. Do you think I would still be knitting if it was deeply unpopular? Yes, yes, I would be. I don't give a rat's behind what people think about knitting. I need to do it. I need to make things and I need to keep my hands busy, obviously. Let's do some knitting. That's the disconnect. People are out here like, I need a hobby, preferably one that's interesting, unique, affordable, socially acceptable, and not too time consuming. That's not a hobby, that's a job description. No wonder nothing sticks, because the whole point of a hobby is that it makes absolutely no sense to anyone else, like knitting. There is no logical reason to knit. Clothes already exist, sweaters, blankets exist, stores are full of them, and yet I'm still sitting here like, yes, but what if I made a slightly different, maybe slightly worse version myself, just really, really slowly? And that brings me to something I noticed in these posts. A lot of people aren't actually looking for a hobby, they're looking for an identity. I want something people associate me with. I want something that makes me interesting. I want something that fixes the fact that I feel off. And I get it, like I really do, but a hobby is a terrible place to start if that's the goal, because hobbies don't start out as identities. They start as, this is kind of fun. And then you do it again and again. And then like suddenly you're 25 years deep into knitting and yelling at yarn. That post from the 40-year-old person actually stuck with me, because that's not someone who doesn't have hobbies because they're lazy. That's someone who just didn't have space. Like your entire life is work, kids, responsibilities, fixing things, doing things for other people. Of course you don't know what you like anymore. You haven't had to ask yourself that question in years. And then suddenly there is time and your brain just goes, now what? That's not a hobby problem though. That's a you forgot you're a person problem. But even then, I still think people are overthinking it. You don't find a hobby by researching it like you're about to make a career move. You find it by doing something slightly pointless and seeing if your brain goes, ooh, I like this. That's it. There's no strategy, no 5-year plan. No, this will be my thing. You just try stuff, be bad at it, and quit most of it. That's how we get all these drawers filled with hobby stuff. And also this just might be slightly controversial, but watching Netflix is not a hobby. I'm sorry, I had to say it. It's an activity and it's fine. I do it too. But if your hobby is just consuming things, I just don't know. I feel like you're missing out on the part where you're making something, or you learn something, or at least struggle with something for a little bit. And that's where the good stuff is. That's where your brain lights up. So yeah, like I still don't understand people without hobbies. I do think a lot of them aren't actually people without hobbies. They're just people who haven't accidentally fallen in love with something yet. And that's fixable though. It's truly fixable. But I don't think you can fix it by asking the internet. What about you? What is your hobby? And let me know. Let me know in the comments, how did you get into it? I'm really curious. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.